Wrist pain. Wrist pain is more common than we think it is. It's estimated that 1 out of 20 people suffer from some sort of wrist pain because of strenuous activities or an injury. And wrist pain, or sometimes, if in worst cases, carpal tunnel syndrome, is a compression to the median nerve. The median nerve is located in the carpal tunnel between our wrist bones, along with ligaments and tendons. Sometimes, due to injury or repetitive or prolonged actions of our hand, the carpal tunnel constricts and sometimes impinges either the medial nerve, the ligaments, or the tendons, or at some worst cases, all three. But don't worry, in this video, you're in for a treat because I have a simple but very effective program for minor wrist pains. But remember, if the pain is really bad and you've had this for quite a long time, then it's best if you go first to your doctor, as you may need to check the degree of damage and what's being impinged. So you may get a more aggressive treatment like inject anti-inflammatories, or at worst, do a quick surgery to release the constricting ligament. Now, if you want a quick fix, and if God willing, this program may help you, as it has helped so many of my clients before, including myself, then let's take a shot at it. Okay, to start, what you want to do is, with the affected hand or the affected wrist with pain, which is, for example, my right hand or my right wrist, what you do is, in this joint right here at the wrist, there is a protruding bone that you can feel. What you do is put your index finger and your middle finger between that bone and make a good grip with all your fingers. And then what you do now is make a fist and turn your hand. First, turn it clockwise and count 10 repetitions. 1, 2, 3. Remember that you're holding your wrist quite tight and firm. And then while you're doing this, you can feel a stretch in the ligaments and the tendons. Also here on the bones on your the back of your hand. So that's what you're trying to mimic, that stretch. You have to feel the stretch right here on the dorsal side or on top of your the back of your hand. Okay? So you turn it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slowly, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then reverse again. With the same area, you put your index finger and your middle finger in this joint right here, this protruding bone. Okay, you put it right there and then make a good grip, a firm grip, and then you turn. Now, you did it clockwise, now you go counterclockwise. What you're doing is you're stretching it. You have to feel the stretch right here, okay? So it has to be firm enough, and then it's okay to gently slide like a couple of centimeters going down while you're doing this. It's natural and it's normal, but you have to have a good grip and then turn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make a full range of motion. You're not just turning it in a small direction, but you're trying to get the full range of motion. Full range of motion of your wrist. Okay? So as you can see, my hand is sliding down, but that's okay. That's also good because you're still stretching these connective tissues, the ligaments, the tendons inside. Okay? Now repeat this 3 times each. 3 times going clockwise. Okay, and then 3 times going counterclockwise. And then right after, you can feel the release in the pain. You can feel the release in the tension in your wrist area. And that was only like 1 minute. So, again, don't get excited, just like many of my clients, once they feel the instant effect, they say, oh, great, I'm healed. No, this is only a quick fix. So what you want to do after you do this exercise is you follow up with some stretching. The first stretch included in the program is, what you'd want to do is with your thumb, again with the affected hand or the affected wrist, what you do is put your thumb down and with your 3 fingers, you press against that thumb. Okay, like this. Like so, you press against that thumb and now you straighten your arm and then you bend forward, you bend your wrist forward. You bend it forward and down, okay? Now, once you do this, you'd want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. when you do this, you have to feel a stretch right here, okay, in this area. So, again, thumb down, 3 fingers pressing against it, and then push down your wrist. Okay, and then count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Do this 5 times. 5 counts, 5 repetitions. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then again, slow count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do this 5 times. Now, the second stretch, what you'd want to do now is put your hand forward, the affected hand, and then put your wrist like this, and then pull forward, okay? And then count again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In another angle, what you do is straighten your arm, bend your hand, and then, okay, pull it inward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what you'd want to do is you'd want to feel a stretch right around this area. Okay, so what you're trying to do is you're releasing those tendons, those ligaments, and those carpal bones. So you're freeing up the medial nerve, that impingement that's happening in the medial nerve. So again, 5 times 5. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in another angle. Straight, bend, and then pull forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now do this 5 times. Now the last stretch for this carpal tunnel program or a wrist pain program is what you do with the affected hand. You place your palm up and then you pull your hand down. Again, count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then release. Again, in another angle, you do this 5 times. Palm up, straight arm, and then pull down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What you'd want to do is you'd want to feel a stretch around this area, okay? And that's it. I'm pretty confident if it's just a minor wrist pain or a minor case of carpal tunnel syndrome, this program will work because I've had this problem too in the past for many times. Actually, for like every year, I have this. I get this problem around 3 times or 2 to 3 times. So what I just do is I do this for like 1 day, 1 whole day. Sometimes if it takes 2 days. But then again, if the pain doesn't go away, then that's the time you should check with a doctor or a specialist for this case of yours that doesn't seem to go away. And as usual, please subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up and share this to anyone and everyone because you don't know if any of your friends or relatives have some certain wrist pain. Remember, 1 out of 20 people suffer from wrist pain. Now, if this can reach and help even 1 person, then this video will be all worth it. Love you all for watching and staying to the end. And remember, stay safe, stay relaxed, and stay in touch. See you in the next.